Hey peeps, my name is Kaiman and today I'm gonna give you something you probably didn't ask for. More Marvel Rivals, Deadpool, and a maid outfit? This is what happens when you let the intrusive thoughts win. Let's get started. First things first, I'll be drawing in Procreate for all of this. Getting into the drawing, I started with sketching the character, taking reference from a pose I really liked. Katana's out and in your face. It's chaotic, dynamic, and I felt like it makes sense for the character. In my last Marvel Rivals video, I drew Rogue and told you everything you needed to know about the Marvel Rivals art style, and the design turned out better than I expected, so I said,
I like it! Let's do it again!
But this time, we're doing Deadpool as a maid, and he's already looking so beautiful. Now look, you may have seen him in this outfit before, like in the comics or as a pop, but if you haven't, he still wears his Deadpool suit so it covers his whole body, but he also has a French maid dress on top. So I used the concept as a reference, but added a lot of extra elements to make it different and more in your face like the designs in the game. Now that the sketch is done, I started laying down flat color. If you're looking for different techniques when it comes to rendering in Procreate, or whatever system you use, try separating everything out on different layers and fill them with flat color. After I do that for the belt, shoes, socks, sword, and everything else I want to be separate, I turn alpha lock on for all the flat color layers and I render each piece. So let's finally start rendering the face. I'm currently using a heart brush to bring out the nose and some of the little wrinkles in the mask. Then I use a technical brush for creating graphic shapes. Here's an example of Marvel Rivals using a similar technique. After I painted the cutest headband you'll ever see in your life, I moved on to his tresses. My color scheme is pretty close to the original, using cream and brown, but I added a blue wash on top. The technique for these gigantic shoulders was basically doing the same thing as the chest, using cream, brown, and baby blue. Two tricks that will help it feel more like a digital comic if you try the style is using a polka dot brush to lightly fill in some of the empty spots, or you can use it to show highlight and shadows. This is something comic book artists use all the time, especially when working with a limited color palette. The size and spacing play a part too, but when you pair this technique with a crazy amount of color and texture, you get a very unique style that is just beautiful and hard to match, which is what the animators of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse have successfully done. Again, shout out to that movie. Another trick is adding in random shapes with a technical pencil and doing that crisscross outline you see me doing. This is really gonna push it closer to the Marvel Rivals art style, so you're gonna see it constantly throughout this design. When I was drawing this corset, I thought to myself for a moment, and I said, should I make him really snatched? Because for a moment, I really could have made this a cursed image. Like, his body would have been tea. His body could have been tea. But I don't want to do too much. So I was like, let's keep it cute. Let's keep it simple for the game. But if I was really about that life, I could have given him body. Just so you know. Alrighty, so now let's get into the belt. I made it bulky, square, and added a little pouch on the side. The color scheme was a little earthy, so not too bright. I didn't want it to be too distracting, but for this buckle here. Oh yes, it was all the distraction. I made it shiny, bright, bubbly, with a little sparkle on the edge just to give you a little something. One thing I wish I did add was more accessories to the belt. Like, I think he should have maybe had, I don't want to say it, but guns. Only because that is what he usually has on his belt. So I feel like I should have put it there. I just didn't want it to be too much happening around the waist, so I didn't. But it still would have been cool to have it. Moving on to this cute little apron, I did the same technique for the top. It's so cute. It literally has lace trim, black stitching. I also added the same black stitching to the top, and later you'll also see me add it to the socks, so it just looks like a matching set. So if you're wondering, when does Deadpool appear in a maid outfit? And well, it is from the comic Deadpool 2008 issue number 20, when Deadpool teams up with Spider-Man. He moves to New York to ask Spider-Man to help him become a better hero. But while he's there, one of Spider-Man's friends is murdered, and Deadpool has to convince Spider-Man that it wasn't him. They investigate the crime scene together, and while they're there, he finds this maid outfit and he puts it on. He's basically wearing it for the rest of the comic after that. It's really random. There's no meaning to it. It's just something that he would do, so that's why he does it. But it's still pretty sick. Right now, you see me working on the socks, and I feel like this is probably the most normal part of this entire design. Like, men wear socks over the calf. Like, this is a fancy thing. And in this moment, this is a man of status, of wealth, leader of high society, if you will.
Everyone, prepare to enter high society.
I mean, that may be a stretch, but I gave him legs so he shall show them off. Moving on to the most important accessory, katanas. For the handle, I did a little sketchy brown situation and added some string detailing to make it look more traditional. Both blades start off as a dark red, then go into a silver, which pulls them forward and actually has a nice touch. By this point, you've heard me talk about swords, belts, aprons, and you're probably wondering, what is this bear? Where did it come from? Why is he standing on it? And look, the bear was my decision. And at first, it was going to be a cute little brown bear. And you know, we all love a little brown bear. Then I gave it a story. That's where it went left. This bear's arm was cut off, and now this bear is Wolverine. That is what we ended up with, and that is what makes the most sense. When I started this drawing, I was originally going to make the bear Wolverine anyway, and I said, no, all the Wolverine lovers, the fans, they're gonna hate this. But this is about Deadpool. This is his moment, and Wolverine is already in game, so it's time for this pretty princess to shine. After that, I finished everything up with this iconic lighting. Like I mentioned in my last Marvel Rivals video, the way you would achieve this look is by drawing solid white shapes where the light would hit, then add a light blue outline to the outer edge and a pink outline on the inner edge. And you don't have to do blue and pink. You can do purple and green, yellow and red, whatever feels right to you. So now that all the finishing touches are done, all I did was draw up a nice little background for the character, just like the ones you'd see in game, to make this feel as real as possible. And before I show the results to whoever is watching this video, keep pushing yourself. Keep trying new styles, keep drawing, just keep doing whatever it is you're doing right now. Because you are right where you're supposed to be. You're growing, you're changing, and improving, and that is a beautiful thing. So with that bit of encouragement, here's the finished product. So if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thanks for watching. I've been learning a lot doing these character design challenges, and I hope the tips and tricks I've learned along the way help you if you are interested in trying the style out yourself. But don't forget to subscribe for more. Let me know down in the comments what kind of stuff you want to see from me. And also let me know what you thought about the design. That would be great. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
ask for more. Keep on running around, watch it. Keep on running around,